Hey guys, Briantech here, bringing you another Runescape video. Now today it's gonna be a flipping guide. I know that I made a video of flipping last year, but I thought I'd make a more of an in-depth guide since last year I wasn't really experienced, I guess, so in like actually making guides. So I thought I'd make an updated one for 2015 also. Some of you might be asking, what is flipping? You know, since it's kind of a confusing topic that a lot of people don't seem to quite comprehend. But it's actually really simple: buying low and selling high. And for example, you buy a Bandos chestplate at 3 mil, alright? You sell it at 3.2 mil. That's a profit of 200k from flipping. And that's just what flipping is: just buy low and then sell high, and then the prices in between is your profit. It is recommended to have around 10 plus mil, just for the bare minimum to use Flip Chat 1, but it's preferably if you have 20 mil plus or more, you can make better use of it because you can buy 6 items around there. Since it takes around 25 mil to buy like 6 items or like 5 mil items or something like that. Some confusion that I'd like to clear up before I get on with the video. Flipping and merching are two different things, totally different things. Flipping is not a timely investment like merching. Merching is pretty much you buy something right now, you hold your items until it's time to sell, and then and then you sell it for a profit. Flipping is doing it instantly. It doesn't take as much time as merching, but merching is more profitable at times, but it is a lot more riskier because if you don't like pay attention on when to sell your items, you're gonna end up losing a lot of money and you just invested money for nothing. Flipping is much more safer, and besides, this is a flipping video. There are two types of flipping: flipping with a clan and flipping yourself. Now, flipping with a clan is like using clans like FlipChat1, XNSS, 90Webs PC, stuff like that. Is where you use the clan's margins and flip yourself. Now, the pros of this method is that you can flip higher level stuff and know all the margins. Like, you have more variety because people already know the margins and stuff, and you have a higher choice on what you want to flip depending on your cash. And the cons of this is that people might overcut and undercut, and it might ruin your cash per hour. And most people flip with a clan just because it's less tedious, I guess. Now, flipping yourself is you find out the margins yourself and flip. Like, you actually have to buy the item at very high and then you sell it at really low, and then those are your margins right there. Like, the prices in between, and then you actually have to go and buy and sell, and hopefully the prices don't change and stuff. But the pros is that people can't overcut and undercut, which is it's a really, really horrible thing with flipping with a clan. And the cons is that you have to find out the margins yourself. But most people flip with a clan just because you know the margins, so I guess it's a little bit safer. But people can ruin your cash per hour. There are some rules to flipping if you guys don't know. I mean, it's like, the general rule to like not screw up other players. Do not overcut and undercut margins. Sure, you'll buy and sell faster, but like in reality, you're actually hurting yourself and other players because there's a limit on how much you can actually buy every 4 hours. So if you buy Bandos chestplate and then it sells instantly for like 100k profit when you could make like 200k, I mean, sure, you make 100k quickly and you can see the item sell, but you can only buy the item every 4 hours anyway, so you're actually hurting yourself and other players, and it'll mean nothing. You can ruin everyone's those margins too. If your item doesn't buy, raise it like 15 to 25k every 15 to 30 minutes if you want. It usually should buy, but that can hurt your cash per hour a little bit depending on how much you raise it. But it will eventually buy. Maybe if it doesn't buy in an hour, then I highly suggest you raise it up by like 50k or something. And if it doesn't sell, just lower your price down like 25 to 50k and let it sell overnight. Don't be scared if your item doesn't buy or sell, because they will eventually buy and sell. And trust me, I know that. But yeah, don't panic buy and don't panic sell. Times realistically, it only takes around 10 to 15 minutes of actually playing the game, guys. That's kind of ridiculous. It takes 10 to 15 minutes of actual play time to flip in an hour. But the buying and selling process might take quite a long time, depending on what price you buy. But do not overcut and undercut. Like I said before, you're gonna end up, you're being selfish and you're ruining other people's margins. And there's a limit on how much you can buy anyway, so it's not like you can make the same, you can buy the same item again until the 4-hour time limit is up. And also, if you guys are flipping with the clan, which a lot of you people might, there's a lot of clan chats. If you have 10 plus mil more, I highly suggest you use flip chat 1, which is, they sell like bandos, armadillo, and stuff like 5 mil-ish items. But I highly suggest you have 20 to 25 mil so you can take full advantage of it. And with this clan chat, at least with me, I can make around 2 mil an hour, I guess. With this clan chat alone. And I use like 25 mil to 30 mil to flip. So yeah, 2 mil an hour for doing pretty much nothing while I'm like actually skilling. That's actually pretty good. Now, if you have 50 plus mil, I highly suggest you have 100 mil plus to use this, so you can like buy quite a bit. You guys can use Next and SS if you want to flip Next items, or 90 Webs PC if you want to flip Drygores. But I know that most of you guys will have around 10 to 20 mil, so you guys will end up probably using flip chat 1, but do not overcut and undercut. That's just my biggest rule. If it doesn't buy, then just raise it a little bit. Like, don't like, let's say like the margins is like 3 mil to 3.3 mil. Don't buy it for 3.2 mil and sell it for 3 mil and 250k. You're only making 50k profit and you're ruining other people's profit. You know, 50k to 300k profit. You know, like there's a huge difference right there. If you guys wait a little, you guys can make 250k more. You know, but that's just my take on flipping. I hope that all the clips that you guys are seeing in the background actually helps. And if you guys have like, I guess if you can, with Next and SS, you can make around at least like 4-ish mil, 5-ish. It really depends on how much cash you have. If you have more cash, like I said, you guys can make more money. So some tips is that don't like spend your money on like if you have like 50 mil, don't spend it on overloads and like turmoil prayers for dragon bones and stuff yet. I highly suggest you just keep your money, flip a little bit while like actually skilling or something like that, because you know, after like a couple weeks has passed, you actually like doubled your money or something like that, you know, and you guys don't have to actually grind for it. So I highly suggest you keep your money. What else is there? Oh yeah, and I hope that the video that you guys are watching in the background actually helps. This is gonna be kind of the series that I'm gonna be making. It's gonna be like 0 to 50 mil from flipping or something like that. I still don't know how much money, but I made around 5 mil in like 20 minutes of playing time, so it's really not that bad, guys. I highly suggest you give it a shot, but just use flip chat 1 if you guys are kind of like, if you guys are kind of iffy about flipping, because they give you the margins, and then yeah, just don't overcut and undercut and you'll actually make a lot of money and not hurt other players. That's really it, guys. It's around, oh yeah, the cash per hour is around 400k to 10 plus mil per hour. Now the 10 plus mil is kind of for the rich people, but it is possible. Most of us will probably be making around the 1 mil to 3 mil-ish mark, depending on how much cash you have. But if you guys are super rich, you guys can easily make 10 plus mil per hour. So that's why I've listed it in my cash per hour in my last year's video and this year's video. So yeah, guys, this is a really good money making method. Little to no effort. All you need is some starting cash, and you know, don't spend your money. Just start flipping, and then you know your money's gonna start adding up without you even noticing. But I hope this video helps, guys. Please give it a like if you enjoyed it. Comment if you have any more questions or criticisms or anything like that, and subscribe for more future content, guys. But other than that, have a good day. Bye.